and welcome to another UFL Road to Glory. Headed to the top, finished the weekend showdown undefeated, 2 draws, 0 losses, obviously the 15 wins. So put us up there in CP, got some LP as well, which is good news. And we're going to keep the climb going. Let me get here into the chat. Hopefully you guys had a great weekend. Alright, and we are ready to rumble almost. There we go. Alright, so we got our challenges we have to do today. We have our ranked matches to play. And we have 120 mil, 265 LP, which could get us 1 pack. Let's go ahead and see what this gets us with this LP. Might as well, huh? 4 of 9. Maybe we'll get a. We had a Marmouche Game Changers. Nothing. These packs have been pretty much a waste of time, which is why I won't put my own money into it. None of those new Game Changers 3 Dragonborn, boosters are really worth it to me right now. And I say that because you have to look at where we're at. The squad can continue to build with the boosters from these, right? Because you got to remember, there's bonuses on all these, okay? There's bonuses on all these going all the way until September. Are they quite as good as, for instance, look at the Game Changers boosters. This is Game Changers 2. There's a Dragonborn 1 out now. Are they this good? No. Would it be nice to get those? Yeah. But player-wise, I'm happy with these players that we have, and it's not worth the extra boost to put money in to get those skins and go get those players necessarily. I already got rid of the Marmouche skin that we had, in the lab, because we're fine. We're perfectly good with these skins. Right now, Tectonic and Roar is where we're going. What is it? Blue, purple, and yellow is what we use. So we can go here to the Skin Lab blue, purple, yellow. We need to keep the Roars. Tectonic and Roar. Get rid of that. Tonic, Roar. Make sure that was right. Roar and Tectonic, okay. Polaris, just in case we'll keep the purples. Alright, Trent. Mindy will keep Guimarães. I kind of was intrigued by Guimarães. Messi. We'll keep Martinez. So we'll keep these. So these we can definitely get rid of. Whoops. Alright, we'll wait till these get up. And then when this resets, we'll keep going with particles as we get skins. Alright, other than that, let's get into some ranked. So the one good thing about this setup with UFL, right? As we progress into potentially a UFL tournament on Saturday, which would be absolutely fun. As we progress to that tournament on Saturday and continue our time, we will be able to go through and finish the challenges. That's pretty much our goal. Definitely finish the daily challenges. Potentially finish some of the weeklies, right? And then that will kind of be the schedule we're on to keep us on our climb, because I also want to keep in touch with both FC and eFootball. I think there's something to be said about players that are not just playing one. I'm not saying you have to play all football games, but I'm still a bit worried about UFL in the future. All right, the waiting times is a bit alarming. I'm not saying that maybe it's only in this part of the world, right? But nonetheless, when you play eFootball, right, in my server area, you get instant matches just like in FC. Not only that, but there hasn't been anything added with regards to like player welcome back packs, right? Meaning like when you're going to get new players and you're a new game, typically speaking, for players who are just coming in, right? And a lot of the people who jumped in from the start, they're going to have full upgraded teams. And there hasn't been much in the realm of making sure players stay interested in the game, right? I kind of like what they've done with the skins in a way, right? I think there needs to be more than that. For instance, like Mbappe has 2 different skins, so you could technically go for the upgraded version, even though the green skin and that game changer skin are both really good. If you have one, like if you have the green, most likely you're not going to care to go for the other skin. What a ball! Can I beat the keeper there? No. Oh, dang! I didn't know he was going to let it bounce. So it scares me a bit because it would be very easy for players to be like, okay, well, what else? I'm not going to play this game with a full upgraded team. I'm at the highest ranking I'm probably going to get to, or I'm playing players in a level where all I play is exploits. And then for the new players, which you're still a new enough game, you need to have something for the new players. They're not going to want to come in with all these 50 rated players that they don't know, right? And then start playing at the bottom and climb. Now, obviously, me previously in playing this game, I was able to climb a little bit quicker, and I still felt I needed to put money in to truly be able to, as I climb, keep up with the power curve, right? So I got, for instance, these low to mid 80s players, a couple of high 70s players, and if I didn't put some money in to get them right now, by the time I get up to the higher levels, it could have affected me, right? My players could have been way behind, especially players with 91 rated players and green skins or game changer skins all up and down. So they don't really do much for these new players, like especially the green is green players, either that want to stay free to play or even the ones that just want to play the game now and get a fair boost to keep up with the rest of the players. So I don't know if that has to do with them like giving up, so to speak, and already knowing that they're planning on closing down shop, but it also doesn't bode well. I'll give you an example. If it was me in charge, or what I would expect for UFL right now, I'd be looking at the fact that, okay, new players may want to give this a go now. Maybe finally eFootball piss them off with Smart Assist, or FC, they're just finally ready for a new game. They go to UFL, they start their account, boom, they get all these 50 rated players. Well, what if instead there was a penalty kick, a welcome to the game thing, where every day, you sign a new player, like Monday it's Mendy, Tuesday it's whatever, and then you get like 7 good mid-80s players to kind of be the staple of your team. Oh crap, probably missed that. Nope. Whatever the case is. So because they don't have anything like that, they're either extremely dumb, or I'm right and they're not really worried about anything but getting money out of these skins and stuff from existing players, and they're potentially going to close down shop. Oh, all good, Saunders. Good to hear from you, buddy. Good to hear from you, bro. So yeah, so for me, I'm going to keep playing and grinding UFL because I am absolutely having fun in the game. It's what I would say is the most simplistic game, right? Which is good, because if you have, maybe you don't have history in football, or maybe you just don't have a ton of time to put in to grind to the top and learn all the details that it takes for both eFootball and FC, UFL is your game. It's most simplistic to learn and get to the top with, okay? So not only that, but it's just unique, right? And you'll see when you play it, and then you go play eFootball, then you play FC. I would say they try to be more like FC than anything. They're definitely not. I wouldn't say anything really is taken from UFL on the pitch, or sorry, from eFootball on the pitch. It's all, if anything, FC, right? Um, but it's definitely not. Even though there's some things where it seems like they try to emulate FC, there's enough differences to where it's a unique game. Which, by the way, FC will be the next game that I stream most likely. Potentially with the new content coming in eFootball, I will end up at eFootball. The problem over there is that it's just so crazy to me that they even did this. But in eFootball, if you haven't been playing it or don't play it, they offered a new mode that you can use in every level, which put eFootball in the competition just in a different way than UFL. UFL has these glitches which allow low-level players. It not only attracts low-level players, but it attracts them because it allows them to potentially get to the top of the rankings, even though they don't have the skill to do so. Well, in eFootball, they added a freaking thing where you can literally get the AI to assist you all the way up. You can use it at #1 in the world. You could be using this thing where the AI makes your shooting and passing decisions for you. It's crazy. Let's keep it going. Crap, let me do something real quick. I have to make this call. Or text, I mean. All right. Jordan J, come on, bro. Just give in already, man. Guess he doesn't realize I was texting. I had an important text. He probably thinks I was trying to pause to like make him quit, which I hate when people do that too, and that's not what I was doing. So I'm not an a-hole like that. Unless you're a rat. Then I'll totally do whatever to piss you off. And this guy's not a rat at all. I just released the eFootball coaching video today. You guys should check that out because it's something that is 1,000% worth it if you want to reach your full potential. At the very least, if you don't feel like it's worth it putting in money to coaching in a game, or you just don't have the money. Whatever case it is, it's good to at least learn how to break down your games and learn from your mistakes instead of being stuck. Many players get stuck year after year in the same division, and it's all because they don't put in the work. They don't realize the ties to real football, right? So one of the players that I coach actually allowed me to use the video as an example for everyone to see in a session that we would typically use and do our session over Discord is where it's done. Or if we're both PlayStation, we can do it over share screen and a voice chat. But either way, Discord is for me, and I mean that works for any console, especially Xbox and PC. But long story short is he allowed me to do it in video form, and so you guys should check that out and see, man, because even if it's just pointers on what you can do to improve your own game, it's not quite the same, because looking from a different lens, from a different perspective, is really important. Because you only know what you know. You're only looking. When you watch a game back, you're watching from the same perspective you did when you played. It's just now you have a little more time. You're not in the moment. You have a little more time to scan the whole field, see areas where you made mistakes from the outside. You know, it just still won't be from a different perspective. But nonetheless, that video's out for you guys to check out. Damn it, that was a glitch. His defenders got stuck behind me. That's unfortunate. I was playing it. Just see, look, watch here. They're not going to show the actual through ball. Let's see if they do after this. Let's see if they show the actual through ball. No. But if you see, I was in the run of play, and unfortunately, it caught it, you know, where it freezes the defenders up. You notice his defender ran right behind me. He didn't do that. The game made him do that. One of the several things that hopefully UFL gets removed. But chances are, at this point, they won't. They haven't, you know, a lot of these things have been in for several patches and haven't been removed. So every time they say just general notes, and they'll say we got rid of good goal. Oh, dang! I wish he would have scored there. They've said, yeah, we made general improvements to glitches and stuff like that, but I haven't seen it. Oh, nice tackle. And that, my friends, is going to be the victory. This 4-2-3-1 wide is serving us good. Good job, Van de Ven. 4-2-3-1 wide is serving us good. Team is doing well. Pure domination once again. Let's see what we got here. I think at this point I'm saving up for Mbappe. We will see along the way. And you never know. Maybe we're so juiced up that we decide we don't even want Mbappe. Alright. So we're done there. Look at that. Unbelievable. That quick. But let's see something real quick. Weeklies are already done. Dailies, just one game is all it took. Okay, good. There's more. So we have like what? 1, 2, 3 more. Crazy. I don't know if they made them more attainable or what. Let's see here. Team Pass. Only that takes us to 125. So we'll wait on that. We got about 9 mil from that. Interesting. Alright. Back to it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. I would say the most pleasant surprise in this squad so far, if you have the ability and want to boost up another star doing your own RTG in UFL, Kolpani is going to be an absolute monster because he already is. Kolpani is the man that's my cam, right? And then they're two smaller guys, right? Typically, I would say Camavinga and Chouameni, which right now I could go get one, but I'm having a tough time, considering where Adams as well as Benacer are. I think they're both excellent players. They're not the biggest players in the world, but they're great on the ball and they're great defensively. I'm talking these two gentlemen right here. This, I believe, yep, that's Benacer, and then you have Adams. These two gentlemen are as you can see, they're not the biggest in the world, but excellent on the ball. And as the game freezes up and makes my boy Benacer look bad. And that's kind of a difference between, that's that pass lock crap, between, see that tackle there, like, you can just see the certain animations. You guys know what I'm talking about in that defensive CDM spot. It's not as important as in other games, but you just want them to be able to make, whoa, good recovery there, holy crap. Thank God we got that 90 pace Amanami. I kind of made a goofy decision there defensively, not expecting my opponent to be ready to fly out of the gates. But you know those defensive animations, so they're not as important as in other games having that number 6, but it's still good to have them be able to defensively help, but be able to still be good distributors of the ball. So we're going to look. Maybe eventually we switch. I know Camavinga are tried and true, but Benacer and Adams could potentially be bigger beasts as they get, let's run the near post, as they get boosted up. Oh. Whoa. Why did that pass go that way? That was kind of weird. Ah. Good. He got there. Oh. Ah, he kicked it backwards. That glitch happened again. Goal. That glitch happened again. I don't know if you saw that clearance, but his player kicked it backwards. Oh, that was funny. Snapshot action. We'll take it. We will take it. Alright. And then defensively, Amanami is the only other one. He's a shorter center back, but honestly, right now, I know as we get higher, there is a potential for like a the crosses, right? Particularly those volley crosses that players are doing, but also besides the volley crosses, the lob crosses sometimes can work. Like if you lob cross it to say Holland, you can be in some trouble. So in that instance, you would want a bigger player like a Van de Ven. Oh my goodness! Perfect power, perfect shot, Omega, perfect angle. That's the angle you want. So you see here, look at this angle. Good luck saving that to any keeper. Omega, absolute beast. So when you see me score a lot of those at that angle, it's because if you don't come with that certain angle, if you try to come too straight on, the keepers tend to save them in UFL. It's kind of like back in the day in FCs where you have to have that right angle to get the finish off. Who is he running up there with? Who is that? Mumbagna? Dude's fast as lightning. I mean, I'm able to keep up with him with my fastest defenders, but man, he's a beast. See if Omega can get the ball flicked onto him. Nope. Good teamwork there. Teamwork makes the dream work. Oh, you seen what I was going for? That would have been sick. I wouldn't say satisfied. I would say, so having played all three games, all three main football games, right? Because that's the most important part, is our players going to pick this over, for instance, when FC 26 comes out? Are they going to pick this over eFootball, or at least play both games? Are they going to find it worth their time to play both? And I would say that's the part that I'm satisfied with, is that the game is good enough where some players will want a more simplistic version of football, and that's, UFL does good enough there. The intricacies still aren't necessarily in UFL, and that's where I think some players maybe would get mad at me in the past for telling the truth about the game. But when you try to look at it from that upper competitive level, you still have these nonsense glitches and things like that allow no-skill players to compete and get to a high level. And the same with eFootball, but in different ways. For instance, in eFootball, players would love playing that, but then they'll notice there's settings within that game that make it very automated, very scripted. There's even a setting where the AI will actually help you shoot and pass, and you're allowed to use it even in ranked games. So I think that because of dumb stuff that eFootball's done to themselves, unless they fix it, UFL can compete with them. FC, I just don't see. I feel like UFL went too close in a lot of ways to trying to be an emulation of FC, and they're just not at that level. Meaning they should have went a total different route. And somewhat they did, like the skins thing, totally different. But I'm talking gameplay wise, right? Because at the end of the day, nobody's touching FC in content, so they're the kings there. It's not even worth talking about the content. And then on the pitch is where it matters. And unfortunately, on the pitch, I think UFL can hold their own, but I don't believe after the post patch there's anything that changes its spot as the third best game overall. I think they're getting close to eFootball. Some could argue it's the second best game, but that's how I judge it. When I say, am I satisfied? You get what I mean? I would say me playing this shows that I'm way more satisfied than originally that I thought. But it's more like the mission to show how easy I can get to the top, and that you can too if you just follow the simple things that I show you. So in that sense, it's a good game, because either in eFootball or FC, it's more like there's more individual skill that goes along with what you can be taught that you need to get to the top in eFootball and FC. UFL is very much simplistic. Do X, Y, and Z, you will win. What's up, Oomfa? There's some intangibles in eFootball and FC that, you know, you have to consider even when you're training and you're looking at getting to the top. There's some intangibles for sure. Sometimes it just comes down to two skilled players and it's like a toss-up on who will win. UFL, there's more of a blueprint to get to the top, if that makes sense. So that's how I look at my satisfaction of the game. If I had to rate each of them right now where they're at, I would rate, honestly, FC for me is like an A. I would say eFootball is like a C+, and I would say UFL is like a C. As far as overall, like the impact of these games, you know? The impact of these games and how good they are. How much skill it takes. How much there is to, like, you know, do in the menus. The difficulty of learning. The true nature of the game compared to real football. All these things. I'm interested to see these boosts. So we know what Bellingham. Nothing spectacular there. I like this Van Dijk skin. I like this Martinez. That's not worth a crap. That don't mean nothing. So I have two Virgils. Tackles, interceptions, and strength. Protector and energy. So these profils are better. Polaris, left wing, CDM, cinematic, 3 Polaris. Left wing and striker. CB left wing, CDM could go Polaris. CB. Oh, nice, Spoonfoot. Yeah, dude, the defense is extremely hard to learn. That's my next stop is FC, by the way. But I want to finish these. So finish my weeklies. I want to finish these two. FIFA, eFootball. Yeah. Yep, Honor, that's where I'm at. What's up, Ali? How are you? What's up, Loco? How are you? Yep, that's my ratings, Honor. The reason why I put FIFA at A, you'll see I'm about to do a stream once I finish my challenges here, and you'll see over there I have a Road to Glory too. Basically just going into FC for the remainder of the year, just training to get better, to hit the ground running in FC 26. Really, right now, typically I'd be doing PlayStation tournaments, but you can't do them with a Road to Glory. Nice, he's got the Thuram skin. That's a beast of a skin. That's a beast of a card, honestly. That's a great skin to have out of this Game Changers. Arguably one of the best ones. I did not, Loco. I did not. I did not see it. But yeah, the reason why I put FC at A is because obviously content-wise, FC's killing it. They have so much content, some of the players argue for less so they don't feel overwhelmed. Even though there's a way to like schedule, to make sure you go over all your SBCs, glance through your objectives. Each day, spend 5 minutes on it, and you'll stay up to date. And then you favorite the ones or mark them down, the ones that you're interested in, the rest you don't worry about. What the hell? Did I just get a free win? This dude just quit. Alright. Well, that was easy enough. 131K. We need one more match there. Score the So we need 3 more goals and 1 more win to finish these up. And we're literally 37 minutes in. And we might finish all the challenges. Uh-oh. I'm muted. Can any of you guys hear me? Wait, they heard my grade earlier. Let me know if you other guys can hear me. Let me know if you other guys can hear me or not.
Are you gonna drop the card?
It's not. There's someone parked there. Go check. Yeah, let me know if the other people can hear me or not. I think it's just you, Loco. Okay, now you can. Okay, good. I might have muted it for a second.
It's still there, but if you park on the other
No, I
side,
tried it already. It won't fit. I gotta wait for them to move. But
you tried parking on
I didn't even look at my rank yet. I literally just have been playing in Ryzen. I haven't lost yet. I've lost in this Road to Glory. I've lost 2 games in Showdown, and I honestly didn't even finish the Showdown. That's how pissed I was. It were the 2 games I played. So they both were like 70 to 30 in possession. It was like 10 shots to 2 in both games. It was one of those games where I hit the post about 3 times. Goalie was saving everything. The opponent gets just going for glitches the whole time, ends up getting 2 glitch through balls and winning. I faced two of that in a row. For all I know, it might have been the same opponent, but I was just like, I don't even care anymore. So I ended up just saying, screw it. Could care less about the rewards. I'm going to play real football, and I ended up switching to eFootball, which, trust me, they all have their own problems, like I just said. But this weekend I finished 15 wins, 2 draws, no losses. And then divisions is even easier than that. I think I drew like 1 game in divisions. I might have lost 1 game. I don't think I did though. I think the only 2 I lost were in the Showdown that the last weekend. I'll have to check though. But that's the only thing about UFL, man, is that they need to, the way the game is, which I'm going to prove to you guys by climbing up. Oh, I overpowered it. Yeah, the way the game is right now, the glitches that they've had since day 1, those got to be get gone, because that's the one thing that they have that's keeping the rats playing. Now, not to mention it is a much more simple game to learn, but I am having quite a bit of fun. Like, they kind of went too much towards, they got to break off from being like a lower version of FC. They got to break off from that. They got to get these through balls where you can actually play them from every angle, right? Instead of just certain animations. They got to fix certain things to make the game better. But it is better than I had thought. Like, it is a fun game to play still, for sure, in its own right. Good goal. Omega's just dominant. Like, I'll give you an example. They don't even have stats. Because I was just going to say, like, I'd like to be able to look at my players' stats afterwards. They don't even have the players' first names and countries. UFL Scout does more for the players than UFL does for himself. I mean, that's very easy things to do. For brand new players, like starting this Road to Glory showed me they do nothing for new players. This is the newest game. They should be doing the most. They should recognize, okay, now everyone's played long enough where they have all top-rated squads. You know, we need to do more than just, different skins, right? Or maybe that's the route they think. Maybe they think strongly enough that people will keep being interested in new skins for the same players. Like Mbappe has a green skin and a game changer skin. But if you start an account right now, you get literally 50 and 60 rated players. And it got to the point where if I didn't do a Road to Glory where I did incentives with it, like earn money through wins, through shutouts and stuff, I couldn't have had a team that was equal to the level I'm at climbing. Now, it's different because I'm a top player in the world in UFL, but that makes it even worse, because if you're a brand new player starting with a 50 rated squad, imagine going in and in game 4, 5, 6, 7, you're facing 80, 90 rated squads. I mean, it's going to be hard for you to really stick in the game. It's not like at the beginning, like eFootball, their content drops off, but at the beginning they have these signing things. So every other day you get 4 players. You get Trent Alexander-Arnold, you get Van Dijk, you get Mbappe, and you get... Who was the other one? Trent, Mbappe, and Phil Foden. So, well, the players I have now, what I've noticed is it seems like they're being boosted slower. It seems like that. I could be wrong, but I think I got them quick enough to where by the time I get climbing to the top where it's real competition, these players will be highly ranked. We'll see. That's kind of what I've went for so far. But it's nothing to go get a Van Dijk and an Mbappe and stuff like that, because whenever I get them, they'll already be, minus just some extra skills, they'll already be viable to compete at the top. So really just at these lower levels, you just have to get your lower ranked players that you need to be boosted up by the time you get to that top level. But that's where, unlike FC, I couldn't do a fully free-to-play Road to Glory, which typically is the most fun, right? Chipper, chipper. Crash outs. Have you ever played my friend? His team is crash outs. I have no idea, my man. I literally haven't paid attention to one player that I played against, really. I may have. You never know. What a goal. Oh my god, guys, that would have been such a sick goal. But that's what I'm loving too, is, for instance, like, you can score from a variety of ways now, more than ever. So if you're watching my videos that I'm uploading each day, it's called UFL documentary. It's like the history of the game through my daily grind. So I actually document all my stuff in my original rise to the top rankings. You can see as the game goes from wide open, yeah, it had its fair share of glitches, but it was wide open, and then they start making updates, and then as they make updates, unfortunately, more and more glitches come into the game, and you can see where the game's getting worse, not better. See, that through ball was excellent. Perfect. Bravo. Beautiful little dink through ball there to Nico, and that's the challenges. That's the daily challenges, boys. Finish them. Yeah, I play those guys. I've played them. So that's the thing. If you check my daily grinds, you see me. I beat all those guys religiously. You can see it in there. I remember those names from that. Maybe Pantera might have just been a fan of the channel that I'm thinking about, but I know I played Dagger a million times. And beat him a million times. But that's one of the other reasons I'm putting it out, too, is because I think because UFL started to falter, some of these conmen creators started, like, taking over, and they're not even helping the game. They're not sharing anything. They have no football knowledge to really help people out. They've never been at a higher caliber, a higher ranking. Oh. Never been to the top of FC. Never been to the top of eFootball. Which, I'm only about, 2 months into eFootball, and I got to the top 6% of players, but I still didn't finish my journey to the very top of Division 1. But things like Smart Assist and that ruined the game big time. I'm new, played 1 week now, but probably like 4 days. Who are we talking about? Wait, Loco, are you talking to Are you talking to the guy? It's so weird to say the name. Are you talking to the doesn't know who they are? Or when you're saying he was in the stream, going to give you a free win? Who are you talking about? Get Bono. Cap plays the most important skill set, and he has it in red. Very tall goalkeeper, which matters as well for those players that go for finesse shots. Oh, got smoked. Ah, nice. I moved my keeper and it worked. But I got smoked defensively. Yeah. But I think Loco's talking to you, I believe him. I don't think he's talking to me. Saying somebody was in there. Loco, when you're saying somebody was in somebody's chat, you're talking to shh. But yeah, that's where it's interesting to watch that history of the UFL with my daily grinds, because you can literally see as the game goes like where it was at originally. Then you start to see you see where it was at originally. Then you start to see like when the first update comes and the glitches come in. And one of the big reasons I never respected Dagger is he's a type of player that he was always the one trying to use glitches to win. Like, he never played with skill as the game got worse, and that's why it felt so good smoking him. Before I knew he was a content creator, if you go watch the videos, you'll see it will be like win, 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 and I'll be like, so if you see here this Dagger guy, I play him a lot. He's the player that shows me all the new glitches. Like, almost every time some new glitch comes, I'll see it through playing him. And then that's how I learn it. And then somebody came on and eventually goes, he's a content creator. So you'll see in one of those videos, I think I'm like, dude, I found out from my buddy Alf, who's another small content creator. He's like, my buddy Alf tells me that this fucking asshole is actually a content creator. He's actually doing this shit while streaming and stuff. I did notice when he streams, he does it a little bit less. But dude, I have it all recorded. You guys can go watch all this. I gotta see about Pantera. You guys can check on there to see if that's just someone that's like comes in the channel or if that's somebody that I played. You thought I was the Jamaican dude? Shh, you thought I was Jamaican, bro? That's hilarious. I have dork white boy voice written all over me, bro. Or maybe you mean Pantera. Wait, for 39 LP, 10 match CP bonus. Oh, they do these every time. I'm 4 short from being able to get that. I gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah, he used to come in all the time to my streams. I think before he was doing YouTube, or maybe he wasn't. I just don't remember. But all right, there's everything. Let's see who we got. Modric, another Modric. I keep getting these doubles. Let's go to the skin lab. Go down here. Release this Modric. Out of these, Van Dijk and Virgil, interceptions and strength. Tackles, interceptions, increase experience. Tackles, strength, protector, energy recovery. Honestly, I would go with tackles, interceptions, strength, protector, skill. Plus 60% energy recovery. What's protector? Let's see. Composure during defense. This is more. So I would go with this Virgil van Dijk skin over this, even though these are cooler looking. So I'll keep this Virgil skin. I don't care about the other Van Dijk skin. Odegaard, interesting. But if I got a cam, I wouldn't go Odegaard. I would go. Well, you never know. I'll keep it just in case. All the greens can always go. Tacticker can go. Polaris and Roar. Tonic, I'll keep. These Biscaynes can go too. Biscayne can go. Tectonic and Roar. $20 maybe or something like that. This is my team. Oh, I got the skill, boy. So we're all the way up on tackling. That means nothing crossing. So I need Protector. We'll go Protector all the way up now. Been waiting for all these to climb up. So you see it's just been constant. I don't think I've lost. Let's see. I don't think this goes all the way down. But it's been nothing but win, 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 win. Oh yeah, there it says at the top. 20 wins, 2 draws, no losses. 133K. So yeah, I don't think it's worth it yet to go. So about 104 mil left. So maybe one more champs. Or sorry, showdown. Let me see. I don't think any of these other players are worth going for. 130. I mean, potentially I could get 59, 49, 39, 38, 100. I could go for 36. So I need 36 mil to get Holland, who's still a beast for sure. But see, I think I can boost Omega to be better than Holland. I truly do. And if not, I still have time before I go after him. I don't have the special Ronaldo skin. So let's see what else I have. I mean, I didn't like. Let's see. Yeah. So that's where we're at right now. But see, that's the thing. So now, instead of having more objectives and stuff, which they should, it's just playing to grind your team up. But once you grind your team up, that's where a lot of players, if you've noticed, I don't speak these other languages, but I've checked out all different content creators from across the world with subtitles on. And one of the biggest things that you notice, the biggest killer of this game, players get, for instance, to... Like, so you see this player's road to glory, right? He's saved and went after just a couple players. He's got his Messi and his Yamal. Maybe he's going for a Barcelona squad or whatever, but once you boost them all the way to 91, it's just about climbing after that. And if you're not skilled enough, maybe you're stuck in a certain level, or maybe not. Let's say you go all the way up. The cool thing would be like staying to your top player in the world ranking, I guess. However, that too can only go so far, right? There's no pro events and tournaments, so that's where I'm coming up with tournaments. And Saturday, I'm looking to have one. I had to postpone the last one because honestly, the interest drummed up was more for eFootball. There was 4 players, so I'm hoping Saturday with me playing more. I can get that going because my goal is to create OGFC leagues and tournaments and everything. So right now I have a bot in there where you can literally go play and you have your own OGFC ranking, which we'll use in the tournaments too. But that's what I'm looking to do Saturday maybe. Maybe I'll postpone it a little bit longer depending on if players want to play. But as long as you're able to stream your game to Discord, join my Discord, then you can play in the tournaments. At the end of the game, you report the score using the bot, which it's easy to do, bro. It's self-explanatory. You just go in / whatever the command is. I think it's result or something. Put in your goals, your opponent's goals, and then your opponent confirms it, and that's it. That's all you have to do. Goal. Nope. But what that allows is, in these games like eFootball and UFL, it gives you more incentive, more to play for. And as the channel grows, there will be more rewards and stuff that I hand out. Oh. Yeah, so the CR7 is expired. CR7 is expired. So what I'm hoping to do in this one is, that's why I haven't bought like Mbappe in that yet. Damn, that was a good passing play by him. Unlucky. But the thing is that you can. I'm trying to go like a different route, and it might make the game a little more fun. Instead of getting the Mbappes and stuff, try to boost these guys all the way up to 91 and utilize them. Right? I somewhat started that before, and then the green skins came out, and of course I went down the green skin route. Cool. Oh! See what I'm saying? When you're not at an angle, the keeper saves it. It's a lot animation based. Look at this. Point blank, rip. So watch, I'm going to try to trick him to coming out. Yeah, that's what I had too. So it cost me about $60. But see, then the game gets boring because there's nothing left. There's no grinding. But that's the thing, is that even that seems like it's gone slower. In all these games that I've played, dude, I barely got upgrades offsides, I think. Nope. Goal. Penalty. But yeah, I had a team full of greens. And then I actually did a video because some of the greens were pointless to use. Oh my god, I should be able to bury this. I took too long and it powered it up for me. It didn't even hit it over the top. That's hilarious, kind of. Goal. Oh my gosh. I have the premium. Or no, did my premium run out? I'll have to go get it. I had premium up until now, until Showdown. I have the boosters. I think my premium did just run out. So I'll go get that. See ya. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Corazón. The greens were from St. Patty's Day. It was a special release. Not all of them are the best, though. Like I said, I did player reviews on every green to show, like, some of the boosters. You'll get, like, a Chouameni with a shooting boost. You might shoot once in 100 games with Chouameni. Like a 4-star shooting boost, and his shooting goes from, like, 50 to, like, 70 or something. Like, who cares? There's some like that where the boost for the player aren't as good as some of the other personal skins. But some are amazing for sure, but some are not. Some of the boosts for the players in the position they play are pointless. Look at that run by Kolpani, beautiful stuff. Nico with that Game Changer skin, by the way. It was the best Game Changer 2 skin. My own player just blocked me. Goal. Oh. In UFL, shit, everybody. I didn't go for any like full meta players. I went for all mid-ranked players. That way, I feel like I can have all of them boosted up to high rankings by the time I get to like the very top levels. But that's kind of the mission, you know what I mean? Yeah, so I have Van de Ven for sure. He's the best CB. He's low rated. Mbappe, that's just one of those ones that like everybody has. So maybe I go. That's what I was saying earlier. I'm partially saving for Mbappe because he is the best attacker in the game for sure. However, you know, that's where I think in this game you have to almost make your excitement or whatever, or kind of change it up a bit. So when every player has Haaland, Mbappe, like I do have Van de Ven, everyone's going to have him, but he's that good at center back. Mbappe is that good in the attack too. It's just, I don't know. Having a mega and getting like potentially what's his name? Endrick, and boosting him all the way up, like stuff like that. I think that's what I'm gonna more go towards. We'll have to see. Yeah, I got Bakayoko, and then on the left side I have Nico because I got that game changer skin. So at least till September, my left side's covered by Nico. I had Pulisic, he was a bit too slow. So I went with Bakayoko. He's just a little faster, but overall seems a bit better. Nice try, buddy. But see, so there's so as you can see, that wasn't very football-esque because of the lack of animations and stuff, lack of mechanics on defense. But there was skill. There is skill in defending. That was going to be skyrocketed over, by the way. Good. Oh, I know, Loco. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So it's just about boosting my players up and then going from there. It's kind of the same in FC. It's kind of the same in all the games, honestly. I need to get all the way. That's the thing with the Road to Glory approach is like at the beginning. But UFL is the worst for Road to Glory because there's not enough special cards and stuff like that. FC's the best for it. eFootball's decent at the beginning, but then it falters big time. Like I hit a roadblock big time. To where if you don't pay to play in eFootball by design, there ain't much to do at all, bro. I got to the point where I eventually put like 20, 30 bucks in just to get a few players. This one I made Road to Glory incentives to be able to at least make it somewhat interesting. Because I would have been stuck here too. But, yeah. Had 4-star for 3 skills and level 1 for 2, but has a timer before you can use anymore. Had 4 stars for 3 skills, gotcha, and level 1 for 2. Are you serious? No way. Shh. I'm gonna call you S, bro. I can't keep saying shh. I'm gonna call you S. So you had 4 of them and it had a timer, really. So you can't even grind all the way, you get stopped when you're grinding? That's crazy to me, bro. Wonder why that is the case. Did you just not put the skills on right away and so you had him waiting? But yeah, Loco, you should check out that series, bro. You would love it. Because you know these people, you would love seeing me whoop all their asses. Dude, it's hilarious. It's the UFL football game documentary, it says. There's 3 episodes out right now. Tomorrow I'll release the 4th. 2, 4, 6, 8. I think there's 5 or 6 episodes in it in total. But you would love seeing it. Okay.
And we won't have phones. My phone's dead.
Okay. Yeah, how can you deny? See, that's how you know he's a con man. How can you deny games with highlights on them? Like final scores, like you can't deny it. That'd be like denying that this game I just won exists. So look, every game I literally do this, every video in those daily grinds, I go like this. I go, all right, here's where we're at. Today was a good game. Man, this Fetty the artist was pretty good. This general was a rat. This F Dirk J. It was better than the score showed, but we were really able to dominate with Nico, this and that. Everyone I do this like this. You can see it with your own eyes. You can see it. It's like dagger, 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 Pantera, Pantera, dagger, dagger, Young and Reckless, whatever. I'm just making names up, but you can see it. Then after I do this, I start the video with that. Then I go into the games and show, and I talk about any theme, like any glitch that stood out across every game, any good way to score I found, all that. Then I go into the highlights and show the highlights. That's literally undeniable. So guys, just think about what Loco just said. There's another content creator that has a record like this with all losses, showing his low level, showing like he was in like literally like Ruby when I was in Premiere, right? And he's lying to his fans, his people about it. So imagine you guys come in and there's somebody with this history, and it says OG, 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 and it's like loss, 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 loss. And I tell you guys, no, guys, that never happened. Come on, man, that never happened. I'm the best. I dominated. I always dominate. Listen to me. I'm a great. And then you're seeing with your own 2 eyes that I'm lying to your faces. So just think about that before you follow. There's so many content creators out there that are like that. But when you have someone that's such a liar like that, think about that. How can you trust them with anything? Just go watch the very first episode. UFL football game. Here, let me see if I can put the link in here. I think I can. Go watch this real quick. Even just the beginning parts. And you can see it's like this in every one videos. Episode 1, there it is. Share. Copy link. Go watch that. After you get done watching that, go watch this. And after you get done watching that, you can even go watch this. And I think this one's where I started to pull away and stop playing him as much because he was so low ranked. They stopped matching us. I was one of the first 40 people to get to Premier Division. There you go, guys. That's me whooping your favorite UFL YouTubers. In all these. Oh, I have another good one for you. Hold on. Dude, I have so many of these. This is a real good one that you guys will really enjoy. I actually have one exact game where I beat the shit out of him, and he just went for glitches, and he couldn't do a damn thing. Then the last game we played, I whooped him too. Hold on here, so... Hold on, let's see this bad boy. Damn, I can't remember which one exactly it is. There's like 6 or 7 of them. But yeah, start with those ones. Yeah, so here it is. So I'm gonna keep releasing videos. I'm gonna keep releasing videos. So I'm gonna get one more game in. Let me see actually where I'm at. Let me see if this is a good starting point. Yep, one more. But I'll have one coming to you guys here shortly on how you can just dominate all the way up the ladder. That's the thing about UFL. It's very teachable. The first thing you want to do is, whether you use my 4-2-3-1 wide or not, use a formation that allows you don't want a narrow formation right now. Maybe you love playing the narrow tiki-taka, but with how easy you can beat defenders now, you want to have a wide formation so you can play wide, isolate defenders, and then go to the center. And sometimes you'll even play wide, burn the wing backs, and then center the ball off. Either way, the goal is to spread defenders, especially as you get higher ranked and there's more rats, more park the bus players. You need a way to spread their defense out and then exploit the holes. So for me, 4-2-3-1 is the best 4-2-3-1 wide, because you have your 2 wing mids who also can track back and help, so they give you numbers back. You have 2 CDMs, and then you have the cam striker setup, which is the best setup. Way better than 2 flat strikers. So you start with that, and then it's just about getting the proper angles to complete your through balls. You gotta be at an angle. If you're straight on, even if you have a lane to play a through ball, if you play straight on, it will lock to that defender and you won't be able to get it through. So I'm going to show all that. I'm going to do an updated passing masterclass and an updated dribbling masterclass, and that really is the top 2. And then also a defensive masterclass too. I'm going to go through the whole thing. Every one of them will help you, on top of, obviously, you have the tactics down, but I'll do that after this game. So literally, see how the middle's what do you call it, congested? So watch what I'm able to do. So he has the middle congested, and you have to be ready, because I can tell this is going to be a very... Oh man, I read it like a book too. It didn't let me intercept it. So watch. So now I go up and out. Pull them out wide. Now I can go in the middle and try to isolate. Then see how I had an angle there for that through ball? This is a game where you're able to do stuff like this. Obviously, I have to do better defensively. Goal. But it's simple as that. You just got to isolate the defenders and then dominate. The reason that goal was able to be created, it was kind of a, what do you call it, goal? A bit of a messy goal, but it's because, not Lionel Messi, but Messi like messy room. The reason why it was able to happen is because I isolated him out wide, and then I was able to get the ball to a mega, and he didn't have but, what, 2 defenders to beat? Yeah, over the top. There's a lot of players that go for that. But honestly, it's real easy to defend if your opponent knows how to is manually switching the right way. Because that's another part, is manually switching your defenders. See how I didn't have, I was more straight on there? It got blocked. It's because I was straight on. Good D there. There's the angle. See that angle there? If you have that angle, you can play it all day. Same with there. See that angle? If you're more straight on, you can't play it. Goal. Cause I'm so messy. And I'm so fucking clean. Alright, let's go. Good ball. See the angles? When you have the angles, the through balls are excellent now when you have the angles. It just sucks they're on an animation chain. So what I mean by that is, like same with goalkeepers. It's not like a free-flowing, okay, like this player's here, if I time this and put some spin on it, or it's not like that. It's like you have to know, like when you're shooting, if you're straight on, you got to know the goalie's most likely going to save it, right? When you're playing through balls, you have to know, like if I played a through ball straight through instead of like, see this angle? If I'm not at an angle like this, like if I try to play through ball straight to a mega, even like here, if I had an angle through, it would lock onto the defender. That's where I want them to change it to more free-flowing, to be more free-flowing. They have to work on that. And honestly, this opponent is pretty good. Not a bad player at all. Notice I'm not afraid to pull my defenders and pressure if I know I have cover. See that? You see, like there's a little bit of an angle there, but it didn't allow me to like properly put the pass where I wanted to. Golazo. So how I did that is I approached it just like in FC. They have the low shot now, the low driven shot, where you just tap O. Because I knew if I banged it hard, Jesus, if I shot it hard, it would be the animation, the goalie would just save it. I literally just tapped shoot because I was so close in, and it went on the ground. Yeah, the post is another glitch. It's just like eFootball. They don't have a skill-based shooting system. Right? In FC, you have green time shooting along with precision shooting. In eFootball and UFL, you have powered up and aim. And they had to add, like, okay, it can't always just go in or wide. We have to add in post shots. So they literally, it seems to me, just another animation thing. They just randomly go, okay, you're going to hit the post. No matter what you do on this shot, you're going to hit the post. That's what it feels like. And the glitch comes in the fact that sometimes you'll hit the post like 3, 4, 5 times in a row. That's what happened in the only 2 losses I had in this whole RTG on the showdown. That's what led me. I left. I just was like, I'm done. Last weekend. Because it's got to be skill-based. Otherwise, it takes away. The whole purpose of playing any game, anything, is it's skill-based. The whole purpose of playing these sports simulators is to simulate the actual sport. That's why I always call the rats in these games losers, because they're essentially doing whatever to win. They don't give a shit. They don't give a shit that they're not playing. If there was a cheat code to where they could push buttons and go up a goal, they would do it in order to get a win and open their rewards or something. But I could see it, at least they're still rat losers, but at least in FC I can at least see how people can get addicted to wanting the best rewards. Dude, in UFL and eFootball, the rewards are so bad. If you're literally doing that type of shit to win in UFL, like, what's wrong with you, dude? Like, is your life that shitty that you have to win in UFL so bad that you're not even going to play football to get a win? That's crazy to me. And that's where players like Dagger would drive me crazy, because he'd get his ass kicked, and then he'd do a new glitch every time. Now, what I think was happening is, I don't think he was streaming during a lot of those. Like, obviously, I don't know, but I don't think he was streaming on purpose in a lot of those, because if he didn't use some of the glitches, I probably would have been like 160 and 0 versus him instead of 150 and 10. Oh, there's no way, bro. Loco, there's no way. There's no way, man. I have a really huge, for me, eFootball community full of top players. FC's the more expendable game, because we all know FC's going to be there. And we all know that they have a strong player base no matter how bad the game gets. But the only reason I keep playing that too is because they deserve a fair shot. Like, the honest goal of this is to play good football. Look at that goalie reaction there. Like, they need to fix that. That goalie animation was so goofy, it's not even funny. But anyway, oh, that goalie animation was hilarious, bro. Go back and watch that Saved by My Goalie. That was hilarious. But FC, the reason why I kept playing is because they deserve a shot. Like, when these other games have just as greedy development companies and have just as shitty things going on, you gotta give FC a shot too. Otherwise, you're not being honest about covering all football games without bias. So, like, there's a lob through ball that freezes the keeper up, or sorry, freezes your defense up. You literally can't defend it. They'll play it, and their player will be able to run onto it and go to goal. The finesse shot from certain angles, the goalie literally just won't save it. You can try to move your keeper early though if you're smart enough. I know the L1 square, the lob cross, still works if you have really big strikers. Like, I have a mega. It would probably work pretty good for me, where I come in. I'll actually demonstrate it, since I know, I'm up 4-0. I'm not going to ruin the outcome of the game with doing it, but L1 square can work, where you do a lob cross and your striker essentially just dunks and the goalkeeper just watches him dunk, basically. Oh, I feel so bad for this dude. He can't figure it out. He can be a good player, though, honestly. This dude can be a pretty good player if he keeps working at it. Get some guidance. And then what's another one? PKs always have tells, so you got to switch your PK. You can't just pick a direction. Otherwise, the goalkeeper's going to be able to tell every time where you're shooting it. What else? I'm missing one. Oh, the little dinker cross to the acrobatic finish, or whatever they call it in UFL. Those little crosses where players are getting right to the edge of the 18, doing the little cross to their striker, and their striker will, like, bicycle it or whatever. And those tend to go in all the time. Snapshots and one-time shots aren't a glitch, but it's an animation that all but guarantees you'll score. It essentially just makes the goalie dumb all of a sudden. They'll save everything, including breakaways, and then you do a snapshot or one-time shot, even if it's a shitty shot, and it tends to go in. Yep, Loco, that's what I mean. That's the worst in UFL. Oh, the L1 R2 sprint. If you hold L1 and sprint with R2 as well, L1 R2, it's almost like a boosted sprint that the defense isn't really even programmed to keep up with. It takes your players that high up in speed. So the L1 R2 sprint, I know I'm missing some. This is kind of a glitch, kind of just poor design, but free kicks, you just aim to the perfect upper 90 and hit it on 3 bars. Exact. Now, you need a bit, the higher the ranking on the shooting, the more times it will go in, but you'll at least almost score every time. Sometimes you will score. Or a lot of times you will score. So those are completed. I don't know when the new ones come. Oh yeah, the corner flick on. Well, they're trying to claim, people are trying to claim that you can defend that. But I've scored on it twice in this RTG, and both times it didn't look like my opponent could defend it. It didn't look like it. It looked like once I flicked it, it was going to my player. But both times, it looked like legit, meaning some of them look more fake than ever where it goes right by defenders. But we'll have to see. I'll have to really look. Oh, that changes a lot, boys. That changes a lot. Sun as a cam. Oh my god, dude. Alright, hold on. Is this even a good one though? Only attacking positioning. Not the best Sun skin, but decent. Honestly, no. These are better. Look at these boosts compared to this. These boosts are way better. See, they need to upgrade those. But Sun as a cam is an absolute beast of a player, bro. Sun in this role here, but Kopani is a monster, dude. I'm telling you. Why is it taking so long to get these guys boosted, though, dude? I can't even understand it. Is there a glitch in the game? Or did they slowed it down, didn't they? I think they slowed it down. Holy shit, look at these scores. That's so unfair, bro. It's so unfair. Yeah, they did make it kind of a bitch, didn't they? Man, that sucks. But I do enjoy playing with this team, man. So far, so good. Even this Omanami, dude, 92 pace now. He started at 90 pace, so he has gone up. But check out the video that's going to be coming out. I'm going to start from the defense up. I'm going to start from the defense up. I released a 53-minute like menu, like how to find the best players and stuff like that, so that will be helpful. Alright, so we have CR7, maybe a good game here. Let's see. Ronaldo. Still a newer player. He's got Mindy at center back. He put Mindy at center back. So apparently this guy had a tough time with over-the-top through balls. 4-2-4. I should be able to crush this dude in the center part of the park. Oh, he's going to be one of these. Yeah, it's hard to say. I just call you S. Because I don't want to say shh every time. Yeah, shh. Yeah, shh. Everyone's like, what do you tell us to be quiet for? Isolate on the wing. Goal. Isolate, dominate. Isolate, dominate. That's the key to these games to becoming a top player, bro. You have to learn what works, learn what the meta is, and then make your own thing. You can't rely on content creators to put out these tactics and just copy and paste, because half the time they're bullshitting. And then if there are good ones, you have to learn to know if they're good yourself. Good by Vandeven. See that animation, that extra little umph you put in? I should have waited a little bit longer. Got it, though. Got it. Oh, one too many touches. Good. 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 Oh. See, like, there's soccer players and then there's glitchers. And then this is a glitcher. You see how he just passed? That was so silly. Ah, I wanted to play it and flick it. See how he's playing? That's called left stick loving, baby. Left stick loving for my boy Omega. If I get this dude to 91, I'm telling you, no one's going to stop him. It just depends on if I can get these guys boosted enough to play at the top with them. But see, that's the problem with UFL is they need to make the defense more agile and shit. Like, that's where FC, it's full manual, and those fuckers over there are sucking because they're so used to AI defense. But that movement on Jockey in FC is perfect. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. See, he's using the L1R2. He used L1R2, so even my Van de Ven had a hard time keeping up with him. But it was just enough to make him fuck up his shot. Good save. That's CR7, by the way. That's where these high-rated players can fuck you up. You didn't even know. What? I was going to say, my keeper needs to grab that. No! Guys, I don't know if you saw that, but I saved it. But when my goalie didn't get it, I pressed tackle, and it registered late. That's some bullshit. That happens in eFootball, too. Good ball. Play it. Yes! Yes! Oh, what a goal! Kopani, what a run! Goal for the ages, boys. Goal for the ages. Goal for the ages. Look at this. Look at Kopani. Oh, that was sick. I'm telling you, Kopani, so sick. You got to learn what stats to look at. But Kopani himself was actually from the street. From somebody commented him, and I went and looked, and he was a beast. This dude ain't used to getting his ass kicked. What can anybody look and see what his record was before I just whooped him? He was probably undefeated, wasn't he? You can tell he's pissed. But it's definitely a challenge to keep up with, like, those certain players. Those nice. So I'm already in gold, or do I have to play one more? All right, another boost. We'll take it. Got Williams from what, 85 or 86 up to 88. Another Millie. So I think I have one more game to win. I wish it showed their records. Oh, he was one of those guys, bro. So he was a fucking rat for sure. What do you call those? The self-demoters? It sucks they don't have a thing where you can keep, like, even when I won my showdown. Let's go here. No, actually, I want him to wear that. I'll wear this. Yes. Go. Link is in the bio. You should definitely join, bro. Alright, so here's our first big test to get into gold. So clearly, hasn't been playing much in this, but he bought all these top players. But we'll see how we do against them. Out team severely, so we're gonna have to really watch the pace, watch how we play, and see what happens. We played a couple of these guys before and did fine with them. It's just really watching that L1 R2 sprint. Goal. Alright, well that was quick. But see, you can beat top-ranked teams, man. Now, I'm not saying the people controlling them are the best here, but it's not like it's just like, oh, he's got a top-ranked team, you're screwed. Now, it can screw you, you know, depending, you got to play really smart, but you can absolutely beat these top-ranked teams if you play the right way. God, Omega is such a beast. As I say that, I always jinx myself like that. See, this is where a tough place, you do not want to let them get ahead of you. What a save by Bono. Cat play, guys, I'm telling you. So see, when I committed with my Van... What the hell was Vandeven doing there? Dude, I thought that's what I saw, but I didn't want to say it until I knew. Did you guys see my Vandeven there? That's the kind of goofy shit that happens in UFL sometimes where you're like, what the fuck? Dude, my Vandeven easily had that ball. It's like he threw... Like, if that happened in a real game, people would think he threw it on purpose. I should have cut it again. I noticed there wasn't any. I'm going to try to, like, trick him out. Yep, got him. Oh, just a little more. Just a little more. So the trick is pull the keeper out, make him think you're throwing it a little, or, you know, taking the corner a little further in where the goalie can get it, and push it further out to where your player can go in the header. Oh, no way. Good, Bakayoko. Good run. Go, Omega. You're in. Yes. Oh, just a little offside. So what he's going to look to do is try to blow by me one time, and it is hard to defend it because not every time your defenders are making the right tackles. But we'll have to see. So far, so good. Good. Nice try, little shithead. Skill prevails. Oh, that one extra touch screwed me. So you see what he's going for there. Closing him down before he can get anything going. Corner. Nice. Nice, S. Appreciate it, bro. We'll do it again here. Let's see if we can get it. don't know if you guys saw what I did there, but I literally just took my finger off sprint and he went right by me. Took my finger off sprint and he went right by me. There it is. Oh, a little further out and I can get him. A little further out. But the good thing is I'm trapping him. I'm making him think, oh, that lucky prick. Oh, no. What the fuck? Did he just keep dribbling straight and somehow get it past me? This little shithead is like a glitching little bitch, isn't he? Kolpani. Just a little too slow. Good, Nico. Good, Nico. Good, Nico. Come on. Ah. Loser player, loser defending type of player. I have a leaderboard. I think you're confusing it. My Discord, so I have one set up. You'll see UFL matchmaking. You'll see UFL ranking and stuff. Go check it out. And you can play ranked games. But we have to grow. My Discord for UFL was ridiculously popping at one time, so it will get back. There's a ton of members still. It's just the game started falling off, man. The game just started falling off. But it's back to a decent enough state. The only reason I kept covering UFL is because of the fact that there was some players from the start. Because this game is what I started my channel around. Like, it was only been like 5 months. Because I was already like a top player, but I wanted to start sharing it with others. But as UFL started releasing more and more updates and fucking up the game, that's when I started playing the other games. Good defense. Perfect by Robinson, which, by the way, in my other account I had Udogi. And Robinson, I believe, between him and Mindy, like, Robinson has the best of both worlds. Oh my god, what a weak shot. Omega, what was that, bro? Ah. Good. Van de Ven. There it is. He's in. Oh. Goal. Watch this. Watch this. Oh, no way. That would have been sick. I know, dude. You face these type of losers so much, bro. It's so annoying. Damn it, he didn't pull him that time. I think he knew. He knew better. Oh, he blocked it. Damn it. Good. Good overlap. Good ball. Goal. Get in. Oh, Kopani. Oh, my God. Do you see the challenge in having a lower ranked team? It kind of adds an extra layer. Anticipation is domination, baby. Anticipation equals domination. Oh, no. What the fuck? Dude, this dude's so screwed. It's not even funny. Get in. Dude, there ain't no way, guys. All of a sudden, You face a top-ranked team, and then Michael Pani scores some great goals, and all of a sudden he's missing these easy-ass chances. It blows my mind. See, that wasn't an angle. I got used to seeing, like, FC, that's a good ball. Because he had the passing lane, it just wasn't the angle. See, you can play that if nobody's there. One goal shuts it down, boys. There's a bit of lag going on, though. I'll tell you that. There's a bit of lag going on, too. Get out of here with your bullshit. These players blow my mind, bro. Get out of here, boy. Zero attempt to, like, play football at all. What the fuck? That's the thing with UFL, guys. You can't even... So you guys have been there, right, with that? I hate how that happens, and it's not every game. The touch is out of nowhere. The random times you'll pass to, like, left and it will go right. Like, that's the bad parts they gotta fix. So you're, like, battling these outer demons, if you will, in the game. There's, like, demons trying to screw you over, if you will. It's always against these rattier players, too. Let's go get another goal. Now, that was supposed to be a chip through to Kolpani. And look what happened. That was literally, I don't know if you guys saw it, but I sent Kolpani through on the left side and tried to do a dink chip through to him. And you saw how it went. But look at the stats, and this is a 1-0 game. Look at the stats real quick. That's a bit hilarious, I must say so myself. Alright, there we go. I told you, or I was only going to get the rewards, the weekly and daily rewards. My boy asked me if I would grind to gold. He asked and he received. Quick work, easy work. And now we keep going. We're starting to face these top-rated teams now. These players that are UFL good but not football good. And that's our next challenge. And we'll have to see if we'll be able to keep it. It'll be a good test to see how long we can keep these lower-rated players. Yeah, Loco, shout out to you, bro. That was literally for you, man. So, alright, let's see what we got here. Laborde. I keep getting that same stupid skin. See how bad the rewards are, though? It's kind of crazy. Another personal. I feel like they've upgraded the personals, though. Vardial. But I'm not doing it until I can get these packs, so I'm going to save it. What is it? What are the skins? Roar and Tectonic. Roar I can upgrade here, so that's good. I can get rid of the peace ones too. Roar and Tectonic. Polaris, Tectonic. Could look at Polaris instead of Tectonic. Nope, only Tectonic for my cam. Alright, that's where we're at skin-wise. Let's get this point on Robinson. Let's go look what we got. So, of course, we got crossing. He's attacking if Cam and left. Interesting, but we need him to get his tackling up. Tackling, and then protector. So tackling will go up now. We'll get that all the way up. Come on, Omanami, boost up. So you see I got boost on my central defenders with the commander. So if you guys haven't watched that video, it's nearly an hour long, and it's all the preparation, the menus, what I do to when I'm picking every player, skills, what skills I'm looking for, the body types for each position, everything. Oh, I like Kolpani, dude. I really like him. Let me look at. I really like Kolpani. Maybe eventually as a starter. Let me see. Was he a left? .87 shooting, 84 pace. He'd be great for Cam. I'd have to start him at striker. I'd have to start him at striker up until I could get him 79 passing. Honestly, like, dude, I'd rather have, like, this Bernardo Silva 90. Well, his passing doesn't really matter. You want great shooting. This Palmer could be so sick, bro. Not until I get actual subs, which I'm about to get my first one here. $15.50 is 100, $16.60 is 120, $70.70 is 140. So I can go to like 65 and 65. So if I take all this off, and I'm looking to go to around 65K for my subs for 2 substitute players. Or I could get one top player. I have a top center back. I do want Jonathan David for sure. I do want Jonathan David for sure. Because he's too big of a beast not to get him. He'll be my secondary striker or whatever. What's Jonathan's ranking? Let's see. I think he went up, but I can absolutely get him. He's too big of a beast not to get. 57K, 85 pace, 85 shooting. So we're going to go get me Jonathan David. He's a good sub to have. Now I have 80. I could save for Son. I like this Bernardo at Cam. Even though I don't like that 2-star weak foot. What's Chouamini right now? Chouamini's 89. So 9 more mil. I might wait for that. I think I'm going to wait for that for my second player. There's Mindy. Scaramouche. Mitoma. Tenia Thurum. Vitinia as a substitute. Not bad. Pedri's another one that I really like. De Jong, shooting's too terrible. Zagrova, pretty sick. I like this Zagrova, dude. I really like this Zagrova as a cut-in right winger. Might even take the place of Bakayoko. Honestly, a cut-in left. 88 shot power, 87 long shots, 84 attacking positioning. Yeah, Son's an absolute beast of a cam for sure. Same with Messi. I like this Zagrova, dude. As he boosts up, you can be a real problem. Unreal dribbling as well. He could be a good cam too, dude. His passing's pretty shitty, but who gives a shit in this game? That's what one of the things that sucks about this game, but I'm really thinking about getting Zagrova. Yeah, I have a Messi and a Sun skin. See, I'll save for now. I'll keep the 80 million, but we do got a great super sub. I'm just going to put this on them so I know the subs that I want to keep. So that's my first sub. Big Johnny boy. Could end up being an excellent. I'll actually, yeah, I'll sub him in there. Because Omega's a beast, but Jonathan's a good sub. So I kind of like this Moeller too because he's 5'5". So I'm just out of interest see what he can get to. So 2, and then I should be subbing them in, honestly. There we go. So that's what I'm going to look for. I'll look for him next time for sure, Colo. So 2 hours. Within 2 hours, we climbed the entirety of the silver rankings. Shit, we climbed from here. So I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think I went 10. Did I go 10-0 today? Or was I at silver already? I think I went all the way through silver. I think I went 10-0. I could be wrong. But did we give up a goal? I didn't give up a goal today at all. So maybe I started here. No, I gave up 1 goal. This was where I started for sure. It was like right in here. So pure domination, we're going to keep doing it. Get ready for a defensive masterclass coming. One of the most important parts to staying in when you compete at the higher levels, and there absolutely is skill to it. There absolutely is proper ways to defend. That will be coming out tomorrow, so stay tuned. After that, we will have a build-up masterclass, attacking masterclass, dribbling masterclass, the whole nine. I'm going to go step by step by step every single way that you can become a dominant top-level player. So more to come. I never thought I'd be saying this again, but UFL is officially the main event of this channel. I will not cut out other games permanently because until I truly just feel like one game is there to totally run in the right direction, that's going to have great content, that's going to be worth cutting out the other ones. Until then, though, there's still a debate. Because the most important thing is I want to play proper football. I want to teach proper football. So if games start going in the direction of, say, eFootball, I never thought in a million years we'd be having smart assist. Like when I started playing that game and getting to a high level, I never knew that something like smart assist, where the AI makes your decisions, would come in. That totally destroys the integrity of competition, the integrity of the game. And for the longest time, UFL, the glitches made it to where there was no point. I will say that with some of the changes they made, it's harder than ever to not have skill and still do well, right? You can go for all the glitches you want, but there is skill in defending. It might not be the most true to football type of defense, but there's skill in it. The positioning part's true to football. Same with the attack, same with shooting. I wish they would add like a different shooting system. I know we're not going to get it, but I wish these other games would see the importance of having like precision is the ability to pinpoint aim a shot, and green time is your ability to strike the ball well. Both realistic, smart as hell, and I wish these other games would do something like it. Even if it was just like you press the shoot button and have to time it and press it the second time. Like their version of green time shooting, they could do that even if they didn't do precision. But anyway, so that's just something I want to talk about. I will see you guys on the next stream. Shout out to, what's up, Phil? How are you, man? Glad you could join. But yeah, so that's that. Stay tuned for that defensive masterclass coming tomorrow. And on the next one, we will grind up gold, see where we go. Then we have what? Let me see. Was it platinum, then ruby, then diamond? And right back to where we belong, in Premier. Not just in Premier, though, at the top. See you guys soon. Peace out. Make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't. Make sure you join the Discord as well. Link is in the bio. Thank you.